trying to tell them we up next. You can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk. He gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics. Niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always say something wrong. But if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. Yeah. Episode 94. We in the building. You ain't know who it is. It's the host with the most, B Breezy, aka Poppy Sazon.
Yo. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick Grayson. How y'all doing out there? Pardon my voice.
Yeah, you already know how this goes. Please follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If you have any branding deals, business opportunities, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. Episode 94. Check-ins, brother. How you feeling this week?
Still a little under the weather, but I'm all right. Trying to, just keep it as consistent as possible. I'll say nothing really crazy new to report. Getting my ass whooped in fantasy. I mean, I guess my victory lap is officially over. Sorry, guys, but I'm still trying to get to playoffs. That's the mission. James Harden, please come back. And yeah, man, I'm just chilling, man. How you feeling?
I'm sick too. Sick.
What's
sick of these niggas. You already know who it is. You know the vibes. Come on now. Even though I am sick too, I'm still him. I'm still Himmy Hoffa. Himmy Mask Off, Himmy Hendrix, Himmy Butler, Himmy like Beanie Man. You hear me? Fuck out of here. It's your boy.
Oh, that was aggressive.
I'm okay. Besides this little cold I got from my nephew, which is kicking my ass. This week is cool. I feel like this week it hasn't really been nothing too crazy. The week before Thanksgiving, so everybody's making their trips, making their rounds. Yeah. But happy to pod today. Ready to get the show on the road, brother?
Yeah, let's wrap this up. I got a date with an Excedrin in my pillow. Let's go.
Alrighty. Well, just like every other week so far for the last couple of months, we got to start off with tragic news, bro. I'll let you take this away because this one really got me teared up a little bit, bro.
Man, this is what happened in Cabo, I believe, right? With
yes, yep.
I want to say the name right, Shanquella Robinson. So if you haven't heard, it's been making news around Twitter and social media for the last 48 hours. But Shanquella Robinson was actually on a trip to Cabo with, I believe it was 5 other people, and during the trip, unfortunately, she was found dead. They apparently due to alcohol poison. This is what the friends and the people that the authorities are telling her family. But come to find out, when the autopsy report was done, she was found to have suffered a broken neck and a cracked spine. Which, I don't know about you, unless you fall down the 7 flights of steps or off a mountain until it's smack down into water, those do not sound like alcohol poison symptoms, right? But it gets deeper because there have been trending videos of some of the one young lady, I don't have her name currently, but one young lady that was amongst the 5 other people on this trip, and literally assaulting Shanquella, like beating her up, fighting her, and of course, if you couldn't have guessed it, what are the other friends doing? They were recording this incident, and then one guy can be heard saying, "Yo, fight back," but nobody stepped in to intervene. Now, off the autopsy, aside from the broken neck, and
wait, hold on, bro. I'm sorry to cut you off real quick. I was looking for that lady who was actually beating on her, bro. I just saw on Twitter, yo, her name is Jane Jackson. That's the one that was in the video beating her up. She posted on her story, my Cash App, whatever her Cash App, the highest donator gets an interview, bro.
Wow.
And she's posting her Snapchat over there. I don't know if someone hacked her page because, they canceled her LinkedIn. I mean, her LinkedIn got stuff because, they put the address of all the people that was involved.
I saw that. I did
out there. So I don't know if this is hacked. So I'm not going to 100%. But if this is true, and Shorty is giving an interview to the highest donor or just using this to scam people, bro. Top tier disgusting level, bro. Top tier.
Oh,
But continue. My fault. Go ahead.
you good. But you're right. It is top tier disgusting because, as I was saying, off the autopsy, besides from the broken neck and the damn near broken spinal cord, she also had bludgeoned eyes, busted lips, broken nose. So she went through it. And what makes it worse is that also amongst these 5 people, one was considered one of her close friends. He is corroborating the story that it was alcohol poisoning. Apparently, he returned home to her family and was consoling them for days about what happened. But if you were there and you know that the alcohol poisoning is not a part of, this death, why are you doing that, It's a really, really dark thing. And it sheds light on so many things. We've seen a lot of travel groups come out. We've seen a lot of, a big emphasis on, getting out there and seeing the world and whatnot. And that's very true. It's good to have community and travel. But not everybody is your friend. And this is probably the darkest tale of that because this young lady probably was just trying to go on vacation. I thought she was like a hair braider. She had a nice business going. Lovely. She seemed to be a lovely young lady. And for whatever y'all were beefing about, was that worth her life? And now essentially what's going to be yours? Granted, the authorities are still corroborating that there was no foul play. But alcohol poisoning, broken neck, cracked spine, they don't add up.
And apparently one of the fellas, because there was 2 fellas there.
I think it was 3 or 4.
One of the fellas went on live saying that I think his name was Nazir, claiming that he wasn't present until the next day and he wasn't really around for it. But I don't know. He's been posting his flight receipt. So there's been a whole lot of mystery behind this. But Slick, we both travel, especially I do. I do a annual birthday trip. Bro, this shit hit a little different, bro. Because as a traveler, you gotta look out for a lot of stuff in these countries. Because sometimes we go to these certain countries that really be having some shit going on in there. They be dangerous in other countries. So while you even over there, you sometimes be at countries that don't speak the primary English that you speak. So you have to worry about that and that stuff. Never in my right mind, I had to think that I had to worry about the person that I came on a trip with to kill me.
Yeah, that's a fact. I don't think I've ever, I'm not really big on group trips. I'm not big on group anything, as you know. but I'm only doing that with my nigga. I'm not putting blame on the victim at all. I'm just saying, in general, my mindset is, you can't, no matter how, you can have something in common. It goes back, might even be a little tangent, but it goes back to what you say about, even letting somebody fly you out type shit. I don't know you like that. I ain't broke bread with you and shit. I'm not doing nothing just for the flex.
Yep.
You feel me? But I just really feel for this girl and her family because she's going on a vacation. Apparently, like I said, one of her good friends was going. At least if it's 2 of y'all, you would think, all right, and it's a man, you're going to protect her. But this disgusting, unfortunate situation now potentially is a clout chase.
Bro, and this is the first time I'm actually kind of glad that this generation records shit, bro. This is the first time I'm actually happy. Usually we come on this podcast all the time talking about why y'all niggas always record and stuff. If these dumbass didn't record it, we would practically have no evidence of foul play into this shit, bro.
Crazy.
For you to record it for her fighting the girl naked too, bro. I couldn't even watch that shit for real, bro. That shit was just too, Shorty was not fighting back at all, bro.
At all. Zero defense.
Swing her around. She's on the floor, bro. That don't look like something that you do with your friend, bro. Even if you and your friend have a spat or anything, you come to fight, but at the end of the day, that's your homie. And that, just seeing that video and she's practically naked and then you telling her to get up and fight and you recording it and then also for you to even release it. And, bro, this whole thing, bro, is disgusting. And I'm just like, yo, what the hell is wrong with people, bro?
It's scary. It's top tier scary. It's top tier disgusting. And I don't know, man. I send love and peace and to her family. Hopefully they find justice. But then remember, this also happened in another country. So it's only but so much you can do. You got to go through the feds and shit to try to get information and then investigate the police department and this, that, and the third. It's yo, I just really hope for peace for that family and that the people that were involved in this, regardless whether it was a small or big thing, like you get your comeuppance because there's no reason. Like if you're her friend, why is that happening? Why should she be fighting naked, inebriated, whatnot? Regardless of what they was beefing about. Like I don't know, this is some next level shit. But who spends thousands of dollars on a vacation to go fight somebody to catch somebody lacking? You feel me? Like that's disgusting.
Bro, no matter what she was doing, bro, at least wait till if she didn't want to fight, bro, let's rock out, just argue with her then.
But that's that bottom tier mentality people be having. Like I'm gonna get this shit anyway. Like I'm mad. Like those are people they're stunted. Like I don't give a fuck what she did. Like yo,
yeah.
Like, come on, son. Like who does shit?
There's a beautiful woman just gone, just something that you get away. You going there for peace of mind, to relieve some stress, to have fun, to live a life. Like I can't, bro. That shit's scary as hell. And it reminded me of that Kanika. Remember that about the girl who was with the friends in the hotel, and then she got into the freezer, but then it turned out to be foul play. It just reminded me of that. Like, ladies, please choose y'all friends wisely. Even those two, just everybody. Matter of fact, fuck it. Everybody, just choose your people that you hang out with wisely, because there'd be hidden animosity, hidden tensions. You don't know who's really in there for you. Don't give out your spirits to everyone. You feel me? Really lock in with the people that's really locked in with you.
That's offending. But then even transitioning now to even more dark news, the University of Virginia football murder, bro. That shit is dark as fuck too,
bro. But you want to detail it a bit more?
From what I understand, a ex-player or somebody who's recently kicked off the team actually returned to campus with a gun, killed 3 players, left 2 others in critical condition. Like that shit is wicked. Like the school, like. How do you even respond to that? I know there's talks of them actually canceling their season, which I think is appropriate. Like, oh yeah, automatically. I just it's things like that you just don't. I personally don't get. Like, what the fuck? Regardless of what demons you're fighting, I think that's what I hate the most. If you're fighting demons, why do other people have to feel your wrath? You feel me? Regardless of what's going on, like I'm not 100% versed on the suspect's story, but. Just in hindsight, why do other people? You could have killed up to 5 people. 3 of them already gone. Like what? What are you going through? Like what the fuck were you thinking?
Son, like bro, like I don't get it, bro. Not only you throw away people's life, but you throw away your life for football, bro. For football, bro. That shit just crazy to me. Like, and then but the thing about it too is like, not only we have to send prayer energy to the family who lost people, but also other people that was there and that witnessed that shit. That shit gonna give them niggas PTSD, OD.
Yo, yeah, and that's like, I was just reflecting. This is like a side note, but it's like, as black people, we are so preconditioned to just deal with bullshit. But the craziness is just like, you don't really understand how that shit impacts you to like years and years later. That's like the scariest part. Like, imagine you seeing some fuck shit like that, or like, yo, how do I deal with that? And you might seem like, okay, you're trying to cope with it in the moment, but years later, thoughts creep up. And I think that's not talked about a lot in our community enough. Like, yo, when you go through some real shit, even if you're working through it, if there's even with a solid resolution, thoughts can pop up at any time and make shit difficult for you. So definitely condolences to all parties involved. Yeah.
Apparently, it was in the context of a potential hazing issue, but I know how sometimes the culture of football, like for like rookies or just for like a couple straight people, they got some type of culture and it might involve some hazing or whatnot. But we'll talk this to someone before you go do something that potentially, bro. As a black, yo, bro, just like you said, bro, just being black is just traumatic. You walk around with trauma constantly black, bro. It's like you forever, it's kind of like, I don't want to be morbid or even have sort of like have this pessimistic attitude, but I was watching the Fat Joe on the Pivot podcast earlier today, and he was talking about this black shadow. Bro, I dead feel what he was saying. Like, being black, even in good times or bad times, bro, it's kind of feeling like, yo, it's like a black shadow. It's like we can't never have it too good. Because we always get reminded, hey, you're still worthless in some sort of way. And I know that's sad to say, and I don't want to be Debbie Downer because, you know, I'm usually Mr. Positive, but on some real shit, bro, it's like being black, you just carry trauma. Just sometimes you carry trauma within whatever, your family, people that you're close to, but you kind of carry trauma from just people of your skin color.
Absolutely. Anybody, any situation, a lot of situations, they could be any one of us. That's the scary part.
Yeah, just look at your neighborhood. Just see people that you grew up with that said happy. Like, you just kind of carry that with you. And we just got to maintain and still strive above, bro. So, yo, I love you, black people. Keep your head up. Don't succumb to that black cloud. And just leave with love, not hate.
100%. And I think now, damn, I mean, I guess no more morbid news, depending on how you feel about this next character.
Nah, this is your guy over here. You ready for him?
Trump 2024 is official. If you weren't aware, Donald Trump has announced his intentions to run for president in 2024. Your thoughts, be Brezzy.
You know I'm with Sleepy Joe. Come on now. My boy say he made the most jobs available in history. Come on now, you know my boy Sleepy Joe's out here for the campaign. He got Obama out in public around for him. We ain't messing with Trump. What's your thoughts?
I stated my political thoughts last week. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you. Personally, it's all the show. I think that I think this time there would be no shock if he won. If I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't think he will win just because he ethered himself in the sense of trying to stage a coup to maintain his political power, you know? So I think the hardcore political groups, organizations, and, you know, fan bases will be like, yo, that was fucked up. You know you was wilding. And you didn't get this. Your punishment will be like, we're not going to take you seriously. They're going to run a lot of smear campaigns. Am I still on my, you know, I might vote for Trump in 2024? Probably not. I'm not going to say absolutely no, but I'm most likely, like 99% sure I'm not going to do it. But I think that what we're seeing right now is that America is the land of the old, considering a lot of the older politicians, who are in abilities to not have to give up power, and even like candidates for president, like the older generation, if it's not, think about it, the only time you're getting a young candidate is if they're ethnic or gay. Those are the people.
Oh, that's a fact.
You know, that's where they'll give you a chance when you're young and you're black, you're biracial, you're non-threatening, but a member of a community that has been ostracized. Like, that's a great story. But for Biden, Trump, trying to think who else. When Bloomberg tried it, you feel me? Like,
oh yeah,
it's becoming a rich old man's game. It's all about the name and the age, and I feel like that is not necessarily what America needs right now. America needs a voice, because the president is just a voice. I think that's as you get older, that's what you realize. They're a voice and they're the face of it. They don't truly run the country. They have executive power, but there's a lot of shit that has to go on for them to get, to be as good or as bad as, that's why they push for midterms and they do the whole dog and pony show and all of that, right? But if I'm correct, the Democrats still maintain majority, right? If I'm correct?
Yep.
Yeah, the Democrats still maintain majority. So we'll see what Biden can do in the next 2 years. But
I don't want to hit because niggas maintained majority his whole presidency, and he barely did anything.
He did, but that's what I'm saying. But you also got to think about what not only political affiliation matters, but it's also like your demographic and age group, and what are you trying to support? If he still has,
but was it like the first year or two of his first year or two of his presidency is him beefing with a Democrat leader, and he was blocking everything?
Yeah, that guy, I forgot his name. I know you're talking about.
It was a Joe something.
Yeah, but he was also like, I don't want to call him like a secret Republican, but he was getting paid money to do that. You feel me? And that's another dirty thing about politics. It's like we said, should the government make everybody happy? No, their job is to uphold the constitutional rights and laws of their citizens, right? Unfortunately,
correction. Republicans have taken the representative, and Democrats has maintained the Senate.
So look, they already in the gridlock. They're gonna be arguing regardless. You feel me? So it's kind of just like, it's one of those situations where it's like, well, Trump has a strong base of people that feel more. He has the oddest base, the white marginalized people. I don't even know. I don't know if y'all truly exist. I'm sorry. To say.
But to be honest with you, those are the people that actually participate.
Elections, yeah. That's the power of his group. Like I don't know who any white person that can say that they feel marginalized and unseen and not seen. So
yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, us minorities love to say we're marginalized, but when it comes to actual voting, we don't do it. Those people, those marginalized white people, they vote. They make sure they practice their constitutional rights.
I can't blame black people for not voting. I'm voting for what? Niggas to still be able to shoot me in my back when I'm trying to go to the store. You feel me?
Oh yeah, that's
but not to have proper resources in our schools, and I think that's another.
To be honest with you, I have a radical opinion. I think we should cap the age group for people serving, because there's no way recently someone who's 89 still maintain a seat in Congress. He wasn't even there. He was there before cookies was made. I think that was like the running joke on social media. Like someone who maintained a seat in Congress is 89, and before he was born, before they actually like made cookies pop in America. And I'm like, yo, we need to, just like how you say, the only time younger people come in is like either they're ethnic or radical, type stuff. We need to cap it off. Because you can't be 80, 90 still trying to run the country, because you're not in the know. You're not within what the country needs. You have an old opinion on it. And I feel like that's what making us not have progress the way that we should. We have a bunch of people in their 60s and 70s trying to run the country. It looks like it doesn't really work out the way it should be.
OD. Definitely agree to that. So we'll see what Trump does. We'll see who the Democrats can draw up and draft up. Will they try to back Kamala? I mean, I'm just again, this isn't me hating black women or whatever you're going to say, but again, I can't think of an initiative I've seen her lead. I see her like, what's the joke? She's the most laughing vice president ever. And I'm like, and going back to it, I'm like, Biden didn't do shit as vice president. I don't even remember who was Mike Pence. I don't remember that nigga doing much either. But I'm just like, at the same point,
Dick Cheney didn't do much either. So
he just shot somebody. Well, I'm like, if you what these next 2 years for the Democrats are important for them to sell the idea of who they're trying to build up. But the Republicans, they know Trump is there. I don't know if he's running Republican, he's running independent, whatever. But the Republicans have to find a second option or a 1A, 1B option, just so that they can create this perfect symmetry for what the game likes to see. But we shall see.
Oh man, you want to lead in the next topic, because this is what you heard around
niggas is talking
my
about
listeners.
They talking about you, bro. They called you pussy. They said, what happened to B Breezer that used to be out here to say what was on his mind? He tried to get PC. He over here talking about Kyrie shit and never did it, sounding like Charles Barkley. They called you PUSSY. So
I must be big pussy out here now.
Yes,
wow. Slick.
Take a couple minutes to address the critics.
Fuck all y'all, respectfully.
Mind you don't know
if
who they
you
are.
Said that, huh?
Mind you, I didn't tell you who they were. That's the funny part. I think we talking about your cousin.
Oh yeah, but fuck y'all, respectfully, okay? Because y'all niggas was now facing the heat when I'm over here was doing all this shit. Where was y'all when niggas was DMing me about comments about, oh, you should generalize women? Remember that? I'm over here losing pussy over these comments over here, and y'all want me to come back? Fuck y'all niggas. Respectfully.
Yeah, he said he must protect the buns, y'all. The buns must be saved.
What? Yeah, we named the episode the Bad Bitch Fumbler. You want me to continue fumble bad bitches? Let me know, Slick. Let's have an open conversation.
Well, I don't think you be fumbling. We had a whole therapeutic moment about you fumbling women. You called them bitches already. You coming back to your old self?
I say bitches because I don't know your name, and it sounds better than saying bad girl fumbler or bad woman fumbler. It sounds better saying bad bitch fumbler.
Whatever. Anyways, I think, like I said, I think that the authenticity of knowing you is that people want you to be authentic. And I
no, because Slick. No, I gotta cut you off because you the one that say here, oh yeah, the authenticity, but you be right there with me. But I catch all the blame for all this. Y'all talk about where Brian at? Where's Slick at? Get that Slick.
I've been wild in the last 12 episodes. Like, if people go back and listen to the last 12 episodes, I've been talking a lot. So honestly, I've been wilding since May. If we keeping it 100% factual,
bro, but who they come for though? Who have you heard most comments about?
I make it sound nice.
What?
Listen to my voice. Somebody just smiled right now when I said it. Just like I make it sound nice. And I'm
making a compilation. You feel me? You know how we do the end of the year best moments. We do the compilation for all your nasty takes.
See, look at this, guys. He wants to bring me down with him instead of rising up and just being himself. See, this is why they called you pussy.
No, we rise together, we fall together. Bad boys for life.
I just came here to deliver the message, and you gonna shoot the messenger. See, it's niggas like you is why we couldn't get off the ship. Light skin bitch. House ass slave nigga. Fuck you. Anyways. Talking about riding together and dying together though. I said talking about riding together and dying together though. I guess Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen about to be bonded by more than just championship rings.
Nah, you feel me? Nah, you know for what? So I think Michael Jordan told his son to do it.
He's talking fuck my ex teammate's girl because he's talking all that LeBron stuff.
Yeah, and also, my nigga, you disagree with my documentary. You was going against what I was saying about documentary, nigga. All right, yo, Marcus, go ahead with his light work.
Yo, how old is his wife? That's my question, because I'm unsure. Cause she was fucking Future. Gucci flip flops was about her, wasn't it? I just fucked your bitch.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy. Future, that's a Hall of Famer, and you just fucking his wife.
She is 48 years old.
And Marcus Jordan.
Let me see how.
Gotta be like 30. He gotta be like our age. Maybe a little older.
Let's see this right here. He is 31.
He our age. Well, he our age.
Don't do that. But a 17-year difference. Go ahead, get yourself that old cougar pussy. Okay, my guy.
Nah, you know what?
She bad too.
You know what?
With makeup on.
There's two ways to look at this, right? Because like, as a guy, if an older woman, I would say she got money, so you can't necessarily well put together, but you know, her body is maintained by the dollar sign, right? It's attractive if an older woman want to throw you some cat. You can't call it pussy, you gotta call it cat, right? For the older woman, if you're above 40, you trying to fuck me,
you call it cat.
You got some cat. You got some cat on you. But it's also like, shorty, you was in high school when I was born. You know what can I do for you? Like I think about it because this is not one of those equity things, but it's always been weird to me. The age gap. Like, I've seen on Twitter, somebody said, oh, y'all getting on Larsa, but Diddy is 53 and Young Miami is 28. And y'all love that shit. Because, and this might not go well, they love it because it's an old nigga who's supposedly gay that's tricking on a young bad bitch. Sorry to call her bad bitch.
Stop saying the gay stuff. We trying to get a revolt, bro. Love is gonna get at us.
I'm not calling him gay. I'm saying that's the tweet. That's what Twitter keeps saying.
You know he walked up with 17 roaches on his face. Don't do that to him.
Whatever. I'm sorry, Mr. Combs. But there's this idea is like it's a double standard because girls, I guess. And it's like also you think about, I saw another tweet that was kind of calling out like the old hood dudes and the old West Indian dudes that be preying on the young girls. It's like, yo, bro, she's in middle school. You are fucking 40. Leave that girl. Stop trying to talk to her and tell her I can't wait till you turn 18. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And speaking on that, one thing about that too is a lot of them hood niggas, you ask them their first body, most of the time is girls that was older than them.
Oh, D. No, I'm not a hood nigga though, so it makes sense.
But that's why, because the thing about it's easy to identify guys as predators, because given I guess the history of mankind and whatnot. But for women, I be cougar hunting. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I be hunting on the low. I be hunting for the young dick but also too, they also say that when a girl reach a certain age, their sex drive is heightened again. Like once they reach around, Larsa Pippen age, like around the 40 range, like they get a boost in estrogen or some shit. So they in heat, bro. So maybe that's another case as well.
I also saw a Lala Anthony quote. Was she still Lala Anthony? She ain't get rid of that last name, right? But she said only 22-year-olds want to fuck her. And I was like, I thought about it. I was like, when I was 22, I wasn't saying I was chasing old joints, but I was like, I was with it. That was, if you ask any, ask my shorty. But I told her, you keep playing, I'm gonna give me an old John. You better stop playing with me, because it was
Angela
just,
Bassett could still get this dick, and I've been watching her since I was a kid.
Absolutely. But it's also like, yo, as a guy, I would rather play up. But it also is like, what do I have to ask the question, what would I have to offer an older woman? This woman has probably been working at her job for 15, 20 years. She's probably got a crib.
Go ahead.
She's well situated. I was 22. All I had was good dick and dreams. What the fuck?
That's the only thing you need to put. That's what they want.
No.
That's what they want. Because usually girls at that age are established, bro.
But then I gotta ask what's wrong with you. Why are you 45 fucking with me? Like, I really will have to understand.
Because niggas at her age know that she got no accountability and whatnot, and she is what she is. She's not gonna change.
Then,
so
But then it's like, for niggas, it's like that flip side makes sense, because it's like, all right, again, this might not go well. It was on Twitter. It was like, girls really want a guy that's only like their daddy. So why not get his best friend? You feel me? Why not get the old?
Oh, that's OD.
I'm just saying, it's like, especially in my, like, in hood urban culture, it's like you go to what glitters, and a lot of times the glittery stuff is on the older person. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Dudes just be wanting the cat, and like I said, old women to give up that cat. You seen Raising Kanan?
No, but also, I think a lot of the dudes mess with these older girls, because the older girls actually kind of like. I was watching this podcast. Shout out to All Deaf Squadcast. There's this woman there who's a cougar. She talks about how she kind of renovate niggas for younger girls. So she fuck.
She builds you up, and she builds you out. Throws you back
young niggas. It's like, take brownstones, right? Teaches them some skills, teaching them how to love a woman, how to do something, and then sends them back to the wild.
Word? When were they? When I was 21. I'm not going. I got a story. You want me to tell a story real quick?
Go ahead.
I was in college. This had to be. I got to date this right, so I don't seem like I was out here cheating. Hold on, wait. Yeah, I was in college. I was a junior. I had to be a junior. Fresh out of a relationship too. I was in a communication, like, advertising class. This woman, yes, she was a woman. She was like,
wait, I was in that class with you.
No, it was a different one. It was a small. It wasn't an election. It wasn't an LC. It was in like one of those back room type.
Oh, okay.
It was like 9 people in the class type shit. West Indian Jamaican woman, had 2 kids. She worked in a hotel. We was partners for this project, bro. And you know me, yeah, if you don't know me, I'm very aloof when it comes to women flirting with me. I will not pick up. I must have like romantic Asperger's. At the time, I gotta really be paying attention and really be drunk or open or whatnot, or really be feeling myself that day. But this was like back in the sweatpants, polo days, whatever. So she's always flirting, talking about kids. Oh, you better stop playing Miss whatever. I forgot what her name was, but Miss whatever. Let's call her Miss Jackson. You better stop playing Miss Jackson. Look at your kids and shit. And then she's like, oh, you keep swiping through, and you swipe through, you see underwear. Go, oh, my fault. And I'm like, nah. I look nice. Like, she was setting it up, and I was just like, damn. We was on project party. She was trying to come to my room and shit. I'm like, Miss Jackson, you are 38 years old. I'm 21. What the fuck? Why can't we go to the library? What can we do here? You feel me?
What?
Looking back, and she wasn't like, when I tell you she was stacked, body crazy. I'm looking back. I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. I was in my bag, heartbroken and shit. Miss Jackson could have taught me a few things, and I would have been even better for the streets when I got back. But you live and you learn.
Oh my god! I heard this story.
Yo, bro, because it was mad fluky. Because I was like, this old woman don't want to fuck me, but I was so like, Miss Jackson don't want to fuck me. I never brought it to the table to ask him like, yo, you think Miss Jackson want to fuck me? Always sending pictures from her at work when we supposed to be talking about projects and shit. Damn, I wish I had a time machine.
I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, I'm waiting for one of these old Johns to come after me. I'm clapping cheeks off the rip. You fuck out of here.
Nah. You wildin', bro. You ain't seen the movies. I ain't going front. One thing about being like only child.
Nah, because the older chicks, yo, they really treat you like a digger though.
But that's what I'm saying.
But they gonna feed you. They gonna feed you too. So it's kind of like half and half though.
Nah, but like one thing about being like an only child and growing up, like your mom's bring you around her friends and stuff. You see how old women interact and talk. They definitely, I'll be like, Mom, like, yeah, I can tell you, Mom, and your friends, y'all used to give it up crazy when y'all was younger. Because I'm like, y'all be talking crazy. But I'm like, at that age, you gotta generate some respect. You gotta make sure that the young boy is just trying to hump your leg. All right, she gonna give you the game plan, the rundown. She be like, yo, all right, young man, you're gonna come to my house around 7:30. Bring flowers, roses, preferably, right? She'll have dinner made up for you, some home cooked meal too, some curry chicken, some oxtail, something that these young girls don't start making until they about 25, 26.
I bet you she got something leopard print, something in that crib. Either leopard print curtains,
how'd you
Panther, or some shit.
How'd you know? She gonna have all that shit set off, right? Her house gonna smell like incense and aromatherapy candles and shit like that. You gonna just walk in like, damn, you was at the African spot.
And she gonna have decorate fucking towels and shit that you can't use in the bathroom. So you better know which one to use, nigga.
She gonna make you dessert. She gonna make you cookies or pie or something. She gonna make you say grace before you have food. Make you wash the dishes and shit. And then she'll be like, all right, so here's what I need you to do for me, young man. She gonna set it off right. She gonna tell you how she like it, what she don't like, what she not gonna do. And she gonna do shit to you. She's not gonna ask your permission to do nothing to you. She gonna be like, all right, put your leg right here. Lift up. All right. Let me spin it. What? Spin it what? You feel me, dogs? So the old woman, and then afterwards, and mind you, by about 8:05, she's sending you on your way. So you done had dinner. You done had dessert. You done prayed. You done got some.
That's empty.
You done washed the dishes. You can still make it home before the second quarter of the game and go talk to your young girl. What was you doing all this time? Nah, Miss Gladys just had dinner for me and my folks.
and then they're so direct. They, when they get older, they get more direct. You don't have to worry about what the hell. She gonna let you know what the fuck she thinking, and she gonna be direct about it too.
But it's like, but the game changes because when you younger, the older dudes want the young girls. They put the young girls on game. And it's not, we still say grooming either way and in either direction is not okay. But when you can laugh about it, be like, oh, well, shit.
Nah, groom me. Any women out there 40 and up, come groom me. I need some grooming. Renovate me. Where you at? Renovate your boy.
Shorty said she was renovating the young boys and sending them back to the streets. You got
to let me be your personal brownstone.
Yo, you gotta invite
gentrify me.
You gotta invite her to the wedding. You gotta invite me. Like, look, remember all that shit? Remember the thing with the tongue, baby? She told me that. Act right.
Oh boy, now I'm with the shits. But just back to Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan, that's just an odd couple to come about. Like, what, bro? Like, she was married to Pippen from 97 to, I guess, recently, to 2021, I believe. She got divorced to him last year. She practically saw him as a kid. If they ever hung out with Jordan's family. So I'm so confused of how, out of everybody in your bracket, everybody in your field, you choose Michael Jordan's son.
What's her field? She's a basketball wife. What's her field? And then secondly,
socialite.
Let's keep it. This might not go well. All right. See, look. After you told your shit, I've dropped 3. This might not go well. But you ever like your parents ever brought you around one of their friends, and this goes with guys and girls. They're like, "Oh, you growing up nice." Oh, they thought about
at the barbecue.
The auntie, your aunt Jackie, who not really your aunt, that's your mama, cousin, best friend, something like that. Yeah, it makes sense. She was preying that boy from young, and she know he got a billionaire fortune. Let her get a piece of that.
What the fuck does his son do? Because I know his son don't play ball no more.
His son has a sneaker store, but it's like exclusive joints. But also, he's Jordan's firstborn son. He's going to get everything.
Oh.
He's going to get everything. Come on. Work smarter, not harder.
Oh, yeah. He owns a high-end shoe store called Trophy Room.
The Trophy Room. Can't never get his shits.
Okay. Well, he's knocking down. I'm not gonna lie to you. That Bulls reunion is gonna be very interesting in a few years once they always do that. When the teams get back together, they just did that with the Lake show.
I'm about to say, Scotty gonna block Mike, and he's like, "That's why my son's fucking your wife."
And Michael Jordan's petty. He would say it too.
He absolutely would say it. Wouldn't you say it? That's the right thing to say sometimes.
Oh man. All right. The Black Panther came out, and you saw it. What's your thoughts on it?
I think that as a community, watching a movie that is coming in with such a heavy pretense of the loss of an iconic character and actor in person, I think they hit a lot of the notes right. I think that I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's a movie about grief, and it's looking at grief through the different lenses of all the people you directly and indirectly impact. So in the story, we all know T'Challa is king of Wakanda, but we're seeing how his mom deals with grief, his sister, his lover, his best friends, his allies, right? Everybody's dealing with grief in a different. Even Namor has grief that he's carrying that has kind of turned him into like this overprotective, cruel leader-esque almost, right? And I think that it had a lot of plot. If you go in to watch it as a standalone tribute piece, you will give it an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. If you are a movie watcher who Marvel is always setting up movies for the next 20. Every movie that comes out has plot threads that are going to be touched on for the next 5 to 10 years, right? If you go in it with that mindset, it might be like a 7.5, 8, just because there are things that don't make sense. I don't want to drop any spoilers yet. Maybe I'll do a slick talk. It's been a while about how I really feel about it. But if you go in it from that lens of like, yo, T'Challa died this way, like how I mentioned a couple 2 episodes ago, like it's like you can kind of see what they're trying to do, but it's also like, damn, the comic book nerd in me won't accept that, But it definitely was good. Shout out to my guy Winston Duke, aka M'Baku. He was definitely one of the stronger. He was in the movie maybe a grand total of like 19 minutes out of the 3 hours, or 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Hey, my nigga, a big star now. He got deals. That's why. What's the other? The Get Out nigga couldn't even do the movie.
Oh, Daniel Kaluuya. Yeah, he couldn't do it because he was filming Up. But definitely a strong movie. I'm probably gonna see it a couple more times. Just like because I said, I think with Chadwick, that regalness of a black character. Like I've seen there was a lot of I won't say negative commentary, but it was a big push on social media about like recast T'Challa, and it's mild spoiler. They do something like that in the movie, but I think that character meant so much, not just selfishly as like just being the only black character in a superhero movie for like lead, but the way that he played him just made him seem to stand out amongst the Avengers, even the veterans. Like if you would have asked whose movies I'm watching still to this day, I probably got Black Panther up there. I watched Civil War. I watched the last 2 Avengers. I'm trying to think. I'm not probably touching too much else. Maybe Iron Man 2.
Yeah, I'll be probably Spider-Man for me.
Spider-Man. Yo, you know what's funny about Spider-Man? Somebody pointed this out, and I went back and rewatched it. Far From Home. No Way Home. Oh, was it No Way Home? That movie is great in theaters, but when you watch it on its own, there are so many awkward pauses because they're waiting for like fan reaction and giving you time to like react to seeing like Andrew, Toby, and everybody. It's like, yo, bro, tell the story. Tell the fucking story.
Wow.
If you really,
for real?
If you go back,
I never watched it home.
If you have Stars, it's on Stars on Demand. Watch it, and they have the bonus with like the extra 10-minute version. Go watch it, and you'll be like when Andrew jumps through the portal, it's like a 3-second hold, and you're just like, okay. Like I knew this was coming. What's up? You feel me? But
oh damn.
Also in terms of Black Panther, there was like this big discussion about like how Marvel's emasculating black men because it really is the black female movie, and it's like black women are holding it down this whole movie. Shout out to Namor. Shout out to M'Baku. Shout out to
what's the problem?
The problem I think that people had with it was that like it put a lot of the black characters back, but it's like T'Challa and in Wakanda, a lot of the women have a lot of roles and power. Shuri was the scientist. His mother was the queen. What's it called? Okoye was leader of the army, general of the army. Nakia, Lupita's Fonsel's character. Wait, side note, I didn't know Lupita had ass like that. I could have told you, bro. Me, Shorty, my mom's and my auntie went to a play one time, and she was in it, and she had jeans. We was in like the 4th row, and she turned around, and I was like, God damn.
God, I was like, wait, since when she had ass like that? And I think she was born in Mexico or some shit.
Yeah,
right?
She speaks fluent Spanish and all of that.
Lupita.
Shout out Lupita. But you think about it, what lens do you want to see? And I think even like those women took roles of power. Angela Bassett gave probably one of the greatest supporting Marvel roles ever in terms of her command and stage presence in certain scenes. Shuri,
she's on my vintage list for my, shout out to Charlamagne the God, I got it from him, but I have a vintage list for vintage vagina. Angela Bassett is definitely in my top 5 for my vintage vagina list. Right. And Patti LaBelle and Dolly Parton, but that's because
We
continue though.
We don't have to discuss that. But yeah. And it's like guys like M'Baku and, we don't see Daniel Kaluuya's character. We don't really have too many other male characters. Killmonger's dead. Trying to think. Namor, he's Mexican or Latin American, which is dope because it's like you get that representation. They gave them a lit ass call signal too. But I got some pushback about that because I'm like, Winston Duke's character shows a lot of growth. And at moments when the movie needed levity and light and comedic or like just grounding, his character offered that. And I think that is a great way to show a black man that's like, even in a woman-oriented, dominated film, the black man comes around and he's there for sure. These guys. Yes, the people might not like the way that, he was used to demonstrate the power between the two main fighters in the movie. I can see that. But
wait, who gave you pushback for that?
If you go on Twitter and just type in like recast T'Challa or black men in Black Panther, like,
oh, I'm doing that right now.
You will see some shit. But definitely, like I said, 9 out of 10 if you're just going to watch it as a standalone without worrying about other connections to Marvel. 7.5, 8 if you are looking at the connections and looking at potential plot holes. So, want to talk about Chappelle now?
Oh wow, they really out here, bro. If they recast him, you have to face a lot of side that would tell you y'all insensitive.
Well, you're going to see it this week, right?
Like literally the movie. They had to rewrite the movie. This was not the plot. I mean, they probably had some similar stuff that they was going to talk about, and some of the stuff they were going to do.
It was always about grief. It was always about grief, he said, but it would have been about T'Challa grieving about not being able to be king and of his land for those 5 years.
And all right, but yeah, let's go to Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle once again just shows he could. Yo, bro, I think this is gonna be a hot take, but I know that the Daily Show is looking for a new host, and I know he won't ever do it. And I'm not telling him to do the Daily Show per se, but I would love to have Dave Chappelle do sort of a show about politics. Because the way how he explains stuff and put things into perspective, and you don't get offended by it, but you understand the message behind it, and you have a good laugh, is genius, bro. If you don't know, Dave Chappelle did a phenomenal monologue on Saturday Night Live last week. We want to play a little clip of it?
Yeah, let's get it.
Thank you. Thank you very much for being here. But before I start tonight, I just wanted to read a brief statement that I prepared. I denounce anti-Semitism in all its forms. And I stand with my friends in the Jewish community. And that, Kanye, is how you buy yourself some time. I gotta tell you guys, I've probably been doing this 35 years now. And early in my career, I learned that there are 2 words in the English language that you should never say together in sequence. And those words are the and juice. I've never heard someone do good after they said that. Kanye's gotten into some scrapes before. Normally when he's in trouble, I pull up immediately. But this time I was like, you know what? Let me see what's going to happen first. Just want to see where it's all going. I can't even remember how it started. Vaguely, I remember it started with a tweet, strange tweet. It was like, I'm feeling a little sleepy.
All right, you can cut it because I think it's like over 7 minutes. But, bro, hey, said so much about Dave Chappelle is a genius, man, and I wish he either bring back the Chappelle Show, do something weekly where we can get sort of a dose of his genius again, because I think he puts a lot of stuff in great perspective that we need in this generation.
I think he has his podcast with Mos Def and Talib Kweli that comes out.
Yeah, but you gotta pay for that shit. It's it's not even like really public per se.
But think about that though. I mean, like for his perspective to offer, imagine to hear him break shit down weekly or monthly or whatever. I think that's worth the price of admission.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with you. But, they go get touch back for the public type shit.
Fuck it. I was like, I'll pay for it because I'm just like. Sometimes we don't have black voices that'll tell it like it is, and that's what really frustrated me with the Kyrie and Kanye situation. Are we denouncing that there were hurtful elements in what they did? Absolutely not. But there was nobody to like come to their defense immediately and be like, "Yo, all right, this is what they might have been trying to say. They said it the wrong way. It was immediately cancel. Combined lose about $1.8 billion in revenue. You feel me, or net worth?" And I think with Chappelle, he said, if you're black, if you're black, you're in the gang. If you're Italian, you're in the mob, and if you're Jewish, you own everything, right? So just being able to kind of call out these tropes where it's like, one, these stereotypes exist and are embedded in all cultures that we notice, and two is like, yo, he told us his jokes, and then what happened? The Anti-Defamation League hit that nigga and called him anti-Semitic. As soon as he said, I'm not anti-Semitic, you feel me? And it's like, you kind of know that's coming, but it's like, again, it's further proving the point. Like nobody, it's like we always say, equal opportunity jokes. Everybody can get these jokes.
Yep.
You think we like being depicted as gangsters, mobsters, all of that shit? Nah, we don't. But it's like at a point, it's like, yo, if it's a joke and it's funny, I'm gonna fucking laugh. And humor, like they say, all good jokes contain truth in it. And if it's making you reflect a little bit about, hey, where you're at, cool. But I know you wanted to really go in about this next topic, so I'm gonna just go use the bathroom while you have your 30-minute Grammy.
No, because we like to argue about this artist, and we're gonna talk about it because he is.
You've been talking about him
the
for
most.
Year. Go ahead.
The most nominated hip hop artist, or the most Grammy nominated hip hop artist. But the Grammy nominations came in, and there's a lot of disappointment, but a lot of praises too, because shout out to Glorilla. The Big Glow, to the G, to the L, to the O, Big Glow. Got her nomination for Fuck Nigga Free. And also Lotto got her first Grammy nomination. I ain't gonna lie. We haven't really talked enough about Glorilla's. Yo, Slick, she really started in April, bro.
Oh,
April.
Big come up.
Now she's Grammy nominated. She has one of the two of the three top big songs of the year, from Fuck Nigga Free, from Tomorrow to Bless, and she's getting love from all sides. It's not like the women are. I feel like the men is more of her fan base than the girls, to be honest with you. Because I ain't gonna hold you, I'm a big Glorilla fan, even though I can't really be singing her song in public like that because you feel me. I ain't gonna say to send my nigga 5 attachment type shit, but shout out to Glorilla. I just want to give her a little spotlight. And she just released her EP, Anyway, It's Life Still Great, out now. Go check it out.
I think she got a tour coming out too, right?
Yep. And she just did the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast with Gilly and Wallow too, which was dope.
I finally watched the full Tomorrow 2 video. I never really watched the video. I'm like, she was having fun. I watched it like 4 times. I'm like, damn, Glow, you having mad fun. I fuck with
like the old times I've been in Harlem. Now the time I don't be in Harlem, that's when y'all have down south girls in the train station shaking ass.
Yeah, you could have been in the video.
That's the one.
But,
I would have been slapping, but that's neither here nor there. Shout out to Glorilla and Lotto for their first nominations. But there was also talks about Summer Walker and Kehlani not getting nominations again.
Well, Kehlani,
and I feel
not for that album.
What happened?
Not for that album. Summer Walker.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Whatever. You didn't like the latest album from Kehlani?
No. The Carry On. It was well regarded by critics, so it should have had some kind of sway. Go ahead.
And then Summer Walker. Summer Walker, probably one of the best sophomore albums from any popular artist. Because everybody talks about the sophomore album curse, and this was a great follow-up. Even though, in my opinion, the first album is still better, but that second album is only like probably a point or two below it. So that's saying a good thing. And that first album was a classic. For her not to get a nomination, bro, that's crazy in itself.
Absolutely. I agree. She should have been there.
But now, I'm bringing it up right now. The Grammy nominations. Your favorite rapper, Kendrick Lamar. What's your thoughts on him being nominated?
It was no doubt. First off, not my favorite rapper, but I appreciate what he does. Secondly,
wait, Mary J. Blige got a Record of the Year nomination?
I thought that's what you were going. All right, you know what? Let me do this, and I'll do the segue part. I'll do this part. I got you. All right. So, I think that Kendrick, it was without a shadow of doubt, he's going to be nominated for this album a lot. Because again, it's touching on tropes that you don't really hear about from a mainstream hip hop artist. And I think it's him, Jack Harlow, DJ Khaled. I don't know how the fuck that happened. Pusha T and Future.
God did.
You know what's funny? I can honestly laugh. This is one of like the years where I've heard all 5. Like in some years, you know, he's like you might have heard 3 or 4 of the hip hop albums. I mean, they throw some random obscure one out there, but 5 of them got. I don't know if Khaled should have been up there because I'm just like, not to diminish what he does. So this was, even though we've talked about it off wax and on wax, that he's very formulaic in his projects. You know, it's like, all right, it's essentially a DJ mixtape, and I guess this will be like the pinnacle. DJ mixtapes getting nominated for a Grammy. But there were guys like J.I.D., my boy Jitty Jid, or Joey Badass who had great rap projects.
Smino.
I heard Smino. Denzel Curry apparently was right on the cusp. He tied with one of the groups and still didn't get nominated. So it's like, well, even if I don't listen to you, if there's still there's people that are respecting the art and the music, what do? That Jack Harlow project is not well received by anybody. Not a lot of people in hip hop, if I'm being honest. You could have gave him First Class. You could have nominated him for that. But it's like,
I'm happy that him and the Drake record isn't nominated. So we'll continue.
Yeah, but you see that? But it's just like, they're singles, but like as a body of work that didn't deserve to be there. You can't tell me Kendrick doesn't deserve to be nominated based on his peers and who came out this year. And we already know how this is going to go. Honestly, he'll probably win. He's not going to win Album of the Year because it's up against Adele, Taylor Swift, Lizzo, Mary J. Blige. Shout out to her finally getting an Album of the Year nomination, which is dope.
Which was crazy because I didn't really hear nothing about Mary J. Blige.
But you know what it is too. If we are being honest, the Grammys is definitely, popularity plays a big hand in nominations, right? She did the Super Bowl. She did something else. She had the Amazon show. She has a great concert, and a lot of the Grammy board voters are older acts, so they grew up with Mary. So to see this renaissance of her career, and I think the song she had with 5E was pretty good too. Like to see that renaissance, I think they probably were like, "Yo, let's give her flowers." Sometimes a nomination is just flowers. You feel me?
Oh, well, now when I'm looking at all the nomination Kendrick Lamar is for, he's not winning a lot of these shits.
Yeah, he's not winning any of the big 3 categories, unfortunately. Hey, honestly,
he's not winning Album of the Year. He's not winning Song of the Year.
Which one is Song of the Year? What was nominated for Song of the Year? Oh, the Heart.
The Hard Part 5.
Nah,
that's definitely not winning.
But
against Bad Habits, Break My Soul, Adele.
Yeah,
God did.
I'm not gonna lie. In Album of the Year, I can see him or Beyonce winning it just because it'll be like not reciprocal, but like I owe you one Grammy. Like they owe Beyonce at least one Album of the Year. And they owe Kendrick at least one too. So I can see them doing that. But then again, you got Taylor and Adele up there. Then Lizzo was very popular. I think they got ABBA is up there as well. Am I correct?
Say that again.
ABBA, ABBA. She's up there as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So like sometimes the Grammys puts like 8 mainstream popular acts, 1 legacy act, which I guess this year will be Mary J. Blige, and you get like a left field, not left. I don't want to disrespect ABBA, but
to be honest with you, the Album of the Year category to me, from first look, seems very balanced. This is the most balanced Album of the Year. You have ABBA, Voyage, you have Adele, 30, you have Bad Bunny, Beyonce, Mary J. Blige, Brandy, Charlie, Coldplay, Kendrick Lamar, Lizzo, and Harry Styles. They're hitting all cylinders. That's a very balanced Album of the Year category.
Yeah, I think just black categories in general, the Grammys has a hard time because it's like, who are you trying to reward? Are you rewarding the mainstream listener base? Are you rewarding the legacy? Are you just trying to get clout so you can be on Black Twitter? Because like I saw the R&B, I was surprised Lucky Day wasn't nominated. I was like, his album was amazing.
Yeah, he's nominated for not for album of the year, but for best R&B performance over. Wait, but that's an old song.
I'm about
and
to
then
say,
Money Long for Hours and Hours.
But album wise, his album was very good and consistent. Summer Walker's album,
Yeah.
R&B is always I think the most slept on. But none of this music works without R&B because you can find those tropes in that pain. And like again, a lot of the R&B acts are writing for these white pop acts.
Babyface got nominated too. Okay.
Which song?
For the LMA song, Keep on Falling in Love.
Fair enough. I just feel like we got to support our own. And I think we say this every year the Grammys comes out. This is probably the first year.
Wait, when did Hours and Hours
it doesn't matter.
came out?
It doesn't matter when it came out. It matters when it got popular. And I think that was a big tweet I saw. It's like, I think you said that. You said that a basic tweet that alluded to the fact that we're nominating TikTok songs now instead of like.
That's a fact. But Money Long is dope though.
She is dope.
Chris Brown is for R&B of the year. So the R&B of the year, best R&B album is Gorgeous, Mary J. Blige. You got Chris Brown. You got Robert Gaspler. Black
Robert
Radio
Glasper.
3. I don't know who that is.
I think he was nominated for. He won this award like 2 years ago, or 3 years ago for Black Radio.
Then you got Lucky Day, Candy Drip. Then you got PJ Morton. I ain't gonna lie, PJ Morton might get it.
Nominated. Okay, good. I saw in a post that said Kenny Drip did. I overlooked that. That's my fault. I'll take that back. The girls in R&B never get love. That's the sad part. And I think that remember there used to be a time where it's like you got best male R&B, best female R&B. You feel me? I think that the Grammys tried to cut those awards for time. I'm like, nah, allow more widespread recognition. You know who didn't get nominated too? I'm sorry to cut you off too. Nicki Minaj.
Understandable.
But the Super Freaky Girl was a big record. Like it wasn't like one of those like it's out and then going next. Like it's been around and it's not a bad song. But I think they put it in a pop category and that's why she was upset. That's why her and Lotto was beefing.
And my girl Big Lotto, the biggest, is nominated for best new artist. She's not gonna win though, but shout out to her. But for the best rap performance, we got God Did. Vegas by Doja Cat. Okay, Doja Cat is not rap. She's pop.
Well, I never listened to the song, so I can't argue about what it is.
You got Pushin' P by Gunna, which is crazy. You got F&F by Glorilla. Then you got The Heart Part 5. That's a tricky one.
I think Khaled would get it because the Grammys love Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So
but since when Kendrick Lamar does melodic rap performance?
Die Hard, melodic just means like it's sing-songy. So it's like if Drake was nominated and it has the melody to it, that's melodic rap. That's what that means. I
hope you know if The Weeknd actually wasn't boycotting it, he'll be clearing house I ain't gonna hold you. He'll be clearing house in this year's Grammy.
Because, I came across the other day, Out of Time. That was my shit for like 4 episodes in a row. That's still,
yeah.
That shit right there make my toes curl.
I ain't gonna lie. If he wasn't boycotting with my boy Drake, and I just want to say how Drake is just still the GOAT. He boycotted, but he still nominated it. Just want to put that out there. Though.
Well, that's because it's Future, so like he can't tell like if it's not your song.
I know that, but I'm just saying that's how goated he is. You feel me?
It'd be ironic if Wait for You won, because I feel like they're gonna try to balance out how they give these out. Because again, a Grammy is like a rub. It's not like an acting Oscar where it's like, all right, you was acting your ass off. You feel me?
That's a fact. I don't know for best rap album. I can't give it to. Okay, let's have this debate. I can't give it to Kendrick Lamar, bro. I can't.
That's personal.
Literally
on that list.
I'm being generous. I'm being generous by saying after 2 weeks, they was talking for his album for 2 weeks, and after that, everybody went back to their regular lives.
But is it an album are you supposed to consume all albums all the time if it's not party music or whatever?
If it's going for best rap album, I'm expecting more hype about it.
What the hype rap?
I'm expecting not the hype. I'm sorry, I just wrong uses of words. I'm expecting more talks about it.
The talks were.
I'm expecting people to still talk about it. I'm hearing more talks about his concert than the actual album.
And as somebody that went to his concert and saw them little white kids going up for most of the cuts on his album, you got to give credit where credit is due. And again, in the list, you know me, I love that Future album. I'm not a Future fan. I guess maybe that's the time of my life when it came out. But I love that Future album. And I was glad to see it get nominated. What was up? What else is up there? Jack Harlow. That shit was trash.
No. I personally like the album, but it's not. It
Not
doesn't
album. It's
deserve
not
rap album,
and not trash. It's not like it's terrible, but it's like it's not album of the year rap category.
Pusha T got a lot of great reviews. Pusha T released that album very earlier this year, and to be honest with you, every rap debate shows that I watch, still kind of every time they talk about rap album of the year, they always make sure they mention Pusha T's album, regardless with this.
Push the album hard. I just listened to it like last week. I swear to God, I listened to it from front to back. I finally stopped boycotting it. Shorty told me it was good, and I was like, "What you doing listening to fucking Pusha T?" That's neither here nor there, y'all. But I played it and I enjoyed it. It's 36 minutes, but again, it's between Push and if Push got it, I wouldn't be shocked. But then the Grammys has a habit of like they pick different like look at the album of the year category. How you gonna be nominated for album of the year and not win your category, if that makes sense?
Yeah,
that's the kind of
right.
That's a metric I kind of use. Like you should clean it. You at least want to win best album. And I think, like I said, it was the freshness of the tropes that he talked about on this album. And I think, I'm not saying he's the first rapper to ever talk about therapy and domestic issues and like all that. I just think that the package it was delivered in, the way that his fan base could listen to it, I was like, yo, he got it. But if Push win, I wouldn't be mad. Push it was fire. But
I don't want Push to win though. This is the only time I let him win best rap album. Even though I be hating on Kendrick Lamar, he got to win because if Push wins, he think he could talk to Drake reckless. So I don't want that to happen.
Push. If we being honest, Drake's still recovering from the Pusha beef. If we being honest.
The number one album in the world right now is Her Loss. We're not focusing on the nigga with dirty cornrows from Virginia.
You gotta admit, as a battle rap guy, Push came out and dropped ether on that nigga's head.
No.
Hiding the world.
No, Slick. You as a private person, I'm surprised.
I'm not
You're
saying.
not gonna tell the world. You barely post on social media.
Right,
if you have a kid, you barely would post your kid.
I'm not saying it's right. You're right. I absolutely wouldn't post my kid that much. But I don't know if he look like me, cute like his father. I gotta show off that you can get it from. But
when he gets a little older, though.
Yeah, but also at the same point, it's like, yo,
you hiding your kid from the world.
I didn't like the move.
Bars.
I didn't like the move on a personal level, but as a fan of the sport, I was like, shit.
But the thing about it is, you put the blackface. There was a whole campaign that he did before. It was publicized. It was televised.
Well, he wasn't Drake.
So
he wasn't Drake. He was Aubrey.
He was Aubrey, but he was a Degrassi star at the time when he did that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
so that's why to me it was like, bro, Drake, I think it's the first time Drake had a chip in his armor. Definitely coming off the Meek Mills and all the other beefs he got into.
And let's think about it. Meek Mill do stupid shit on the daily. That's like, if Drake didn't even go to Nicki route, he still could have violated him. Like, what Pusha T do? He get his hair braided. He smoke a spliff. He do his music and go about his business and pretend and remember this is on his Coke days. The day he served a pack of Coke. Is it a pack? They sell Coke in packs? I don't know. Whatever.
And then also the record wasn't better. It was just what he put in it. It wasn't like,
is that not the art of the battle?
Even the disc that Drake put for him got more playability.
It's not about playability. I think it's what I said. It's this nigga got a kid. He hiding it. That nigga lying.
Oh yeah, Drake. But the thing about it, if you're a fan of Drake, Drake hides everything about his personal life. Unless he puts in his music, you won't know anything else.
Yeah. We ain't gonna argue about Drake. I still got a headache. All right. Carry on. Talk about Drake's
I was gonna come and shit on Kendrick Lamar, but when I look at these categories, he should win over some of these people. Like best rap performance. Even I want Gorilla to win that. But that they're gonna use that video to win him. Die Hard Part 5. He definitely shouldn't win melodic rap because he's definitely not melodic at all.
What song is it?
And I'll give that to Future.
It's Die Hard.
The Die Hard.
Oh no, that shit. Die Hard slap. I don't know. Well, Future's wait.
I don't know because
right?
I like Blast. I fuck with Blast heavy. So
but Future is wait for you, right?
Yeah,
they might give it to Future. Who else in the category?
But also Future has the DJ Khaled "Beautiful" with SZA, which is an actual dope song.
Oh, that's nominated too. That is a dope song. I was playing that shit the last.
And then you got
days.
First Class by Jack Harlow. So that one he might not even win that one. Now best rap song, I give it to the white boy this time because Drake is featured on this. Give it to the white. Oh no, Drake has 2 entries in this. He got the Wait for You for the best rap song and Churchill Down.
They might give it to Drake on that one just so Jack can have one. He white. He's everybody's nephew. He's all the white people's nephew.
Oh yeah, so Drizzy, Drake, Rogers. But let's move forward. We got a little more time.
We had an hour.
I was going to talk about. I'll be at an hour. All right. I was going to talk about the 21 Savage and Nas beef, but 21 Savage apologized. He said that shit was taken out of context. I mean, they're just not in the same demographic. They're not in the same group.
Yeah, they're not listening to each other. It's fine.
Yeah, not at all. So I don't even want to even get into that.
Yeah,
Drake's favorite song, which I'm surprised because he was doing a lecture.
21 Savage is
in a university.
21 Savage fucking Lotto though, so he good. He can say what he want. He fucking Lotto. He good.
Come on now, you saw her do that video when she was over here showcasing her song while in the pool.
Nah, I didn't see that. Send that to me. Anyways,
Lotto.
Send that to me. Anyways,
okay. Drake recently released his favorite songs that he likes, but he also talks about how certain songs. It's weird how certain songs become hits. I sent you that. You want to play that real quick?
Nah, we had an hour and 15, bro. You wild.
We had an hour 15. I think you said an hour.
Nah, we had an hour 15, boy. We've been chatting.
Oh, okay. So Drake's favorite song, which I'm surprised, is "Fire and Desire," which is a fire song, and "Feel No Ways." I don't. That's from the Scorpion album.
That's from Views, isn't it? That's Views.
No,
bro.
Phil. Yeah. Oh, Phil. Oh, that's from Views.
Those both from Views, bro. Come on, even I know you call yourself a Drake fan.
My fault. No, because I think he had something like that, which is kind of crazy that that's his favorite song out of all his discography.
But think about it. If you really play, you play "Feel No Way," you could be having the worst fucking day of your life. And all the rap, the Tyler chants, when they cover Drake or they say what's their favorite Drake song, they say "Feel No Ways." That's on my list of top 10 Drake songs. We gotta do that. What's your top 10 Drake songs?
I hear "Fire and Desire" more than "Feel No Ways." I hear a lot of people put "Fire and Desire" up there.
You gonna laugh? I've only heard "Fire and Desire" like twice. I feel like every time I got to that point in the album, I got bored. Just turned to it.
I haven't been in my bag that much lately to listen to it. But
feel away,
we'll do that in the future. We'll do that in maybe a Patreon episode about top favorite Drake songs or top favorite artist songs. But what I want to talk about before we get into the song of the week and what we forgot to talk about last week, but I definitely want to do cut a little minute for this out, is the versus battle between 21 and Kodak Black. So if you didn't know, during the whole press release run for her Lost album, 21 Savage said that in his XL freshman class list, he could beat anybody in that class. Now you have to understand. Let me bring up 21 Savage freshman class list. He has Lil Yachty. He has G Herbo. Right. Kodak Black. Who else? Denzel Curry. Anderson .Paak.
Damn, that's a lot of heat. You still there? Damn, that's a lot of heat.
Now Kodak Black said that, yo, you don't want that smoke. What's your thoughts? You think 21 Savage is cool saying that?
That Kodak don't want the smoke?
Or he could beat anybody in that versus in that that double XL freshman class list, 2016.
Depends on the audience. Him and Kodak is close. I think Kodak got
Little Uzi though.
Him and Uzi slowed down a little bit over the years. Uzi still got hits, but Uzi slowed down from what he could have, what I thought he would be today to what he is. He slowed down a tad bit. But like I said, that's another good one.
No, he just got a big ass hit now.
But think about
Just Wanna Rock.
I Just Wanna Rock. Yeah, he does, but it's a TikTok. So I'm saying, think about Uzi, right? When he first got mainstream, his little run. Now I do what I want. I don't really care if you cry.
But we're talking about 20. We're talking about 20 songs.
The quantity of music doesn't beat quality. That's what I'm saying. I said it'll be
no. That means he has 20 of those hits. You're talking about features, so he could go into the Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj song that he has.
21
Little Uzi is hard to beat with 20 songs.
21 got 11 Drake songs plus his own singles. He got the he got the Grammy off of.
But you know who my underdog in this and who I got winning?
Who?
He's my favorite rapper. G Herbo, man. Y'all niggas not fucking with G Herbo, G.
All right, song of the week.
Let's talk about it because
introduce the song of the week, bro. Introduce the song of the week. We're not doing this. Come on.
What? G Herbo.
All right, Hood Booger. I don't care. I don't want to get shot, but let's move on. Come on.
Kill shit. What?
That's cute. Anyways.
You don't listen to G Herbo?
No.
Really?
No.
G Herbo has been consistently releasing an album. That's why 21 Savage, I can't give it to 21 Savage because 21 Savage do not have that many music. To be honest with you.
Can G Herbo
And Kodak Black albums are trash.
Kodak got the hits. You wildin'.
He has hits, but
Kodak got at least
he released a lot of music, and a lot of music are mid.
That's fine. He produces a lot of music. At least we've heard him. I ain't heard that much. No, I'm not trying to get shot by you.
What they gonna do to little when they bring out Little Herb? I know a couple of niggas that's down the ride for a homicide when it's dramatized. One of them nigga with the llamas fire leaving loved ones all traumatized. 150, I'm really with it. I drop his ass and then forget it. I'm the man riding outside the time. Might see a bitch and forget I hit it. Little baby on the track when we won mistake and he clapped 50 when I hit the stains. Whole gold stains because they know a nigga got the racks with me. No Velcro but the strap with me. Let a nigga want an accident. I'm gonna let it off and then leave him there. Ride off and don't even care. Come on now.
I don't know what you just said. I don't know what
kill shit. Okay, whatever. Song of the week. If you're listening to this on YouTube, please exit and go to your favorite streaming platform. What is that? Apple, Spotify, iHeart, Stitcher, whatever you listen to your favorite audio platform. You can go listen to us, or go to our Apple Music playlist and go listen to our previous song of the week. And Spotify playlist is coming soon. Be aware of that. But enough of that. What's your song of the week this week, brother? BlueBucksClan, add it up. Go get Clanway 3. Go support my guys. Shout out to GZ Obama and DJ. You know the vibes. But you could go find our rest of the song of the week on Apple Music playlist, whatever. But this is not what you're here for. You're here for the people's choice, the people's favorite, Slick. Drop it.
I can be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
And it's fun indeed. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the TSA, the Toxic Service Announcement. Yeah. No special guest this week. Slick and I holding it down. But we got a couple questions that we're going to do. A couple topics, actually, that we're going to do. First one, Slick. If you were a girl for a day, what would you do?
I'm not sucking no dick. That's first and foremost. All right, I'm not even going to watch. Let's play the video so they can know why I said that.
If you could be a girl for a day, what's the first thing that you're doing?
Sucking dick. Oh! Nah, see? That's a hard question, but well, he just said it. He's wilding. Who would it?
What?
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. The first thing that came out your mouth was sucking dick.
It's funny because I'm like, y'all young boys different.
Yeah, shout out to my people from the LGBT community. But first thing though,
it's funny because like you just said, like you don't have to be a girl to suck dick. So what's happening?
that's crazy. Go do you, my guy. But it's like, what would you do for a day?
If I could be a girl for a day, I'd probably start an OnlyFans.
Now you think you feel you're not thinking small, you thinking big.
Yeah, I'm probably,
what that guy says.
I don't know, nigga. You said
you gotta think big, bitch. You think small. You gotta think big, bitch.
Yeah, I'm starting OnlyFans. I'm putting out some fire content. I already got the cameras and shit, so I already know I could do it. And I'm also trying to see what that female orgasm hit like. Cause they be, they can't walk and shit. They
leg shake.
Yeah, I'm trying to signal walk.
Nah, shorty just on TikTok say they be faking leg shake. Like, shorty, if you faking all of that shit, that's thank you. I don't care no more. Go fake ahead.
I want to say I believe it because I feel like we are programmed to do things that emulate somebody giving us pleasure that might not be pleasureful on both sides. So it makes sense that they would fake that shit because niggas want to feel like they the man. They want to they doing it for us.
Hey, if you got to go to the bathroom and finish yourself off, girl, that's you. You should communicate that I'm not hitting it right.
That's true. Well, to each their own. Get your shit. But yeah, I'm definitely starting OnlyFans and I'm definitely playing with the cat to see like, all right, how this shit work. I'm not gonna lie to you. Low key, I'm gonna find a bitch and we gonna scissor. Cause I want to know how that shit work. So that'd probably be it'd probably be my OnlyFans. I'd probably just, you take my answer though. Nah, I'm kind of sick though. Cause my answer would be first of all, I'm playing with my titties off the rip. Off the rip. Men can have titties too. They just call being fat.
Nah, girls' titties more sensitive. Fuck out of it. But I was gonna also go do some lesbian action with some girls because you know how girls be dancing on girls, shaking ass and letting girls touch all over their body.
That's because girls is gay. Let's just keep it a fact.
That's a fact, and I will be gay with them.
Let's keep it a fact. Girls don't do shit for niggas. They do shit for other girls. They want other girls compliment. They want other girls to dance and touch on them. It's okay. I could be staring. Me and Sa could be sitting here looking at a girl. I'm a creep, and she gonna love what Sa's giving, the energy Sa's giving her. Right? So it's okay.
And she gonna be twerking it on her and all that other stuff. So if I'm a girl, back that ass up on me, and then you like, yo, to be honest with you, I be feeling like them girls be molesting these other girls because how they just be touching over.
They can do whatever they want. And this might sound creepy, but it's just like, yo, it really, you be sitting like, yo, y'all good? Like, why y'all doing all of this? Like, come on, ma, you go there.
Like, I know your middle finger touched a slight cooch. Like, you had a little coochie in your hands when you was trying to grab her ass. Don't come on now. What we doing over here?
Yeah, I'll say I'm getting the OnlyFans popping. It's definitely.
And then they always want to have a gay moment and kiss. So getting on and popping over there.
Girls, but they don't ever make out. Well, at least the black girls don't. They just little cute little 2-second hold.
That's why I'm gonna go with the Latino chicks because they be over here kissing over the hookah, so it's lit.
You about to be indictment, sir? That's what you tell, or madam?
What? What's that shit? Taboo, Tobago, whatever. Nigga, I'm up there. De la maladera. Nigga, I'm on and popping out here, bro.
I respect the energy.
And then, yes, I'm finessing you niggas off the rip. And also, I'm curving niggas. I want to know how it feels to be having just my DM filled up and just curving niggas and not texting back and having niggas send me bread to talk to them. Because I know some of you nasty niggas out here just sending girls bread when she not even giving you the time of the day just to get a piece of.
Damn, that was powerful. He was really angry about that one. Boy said, she ain't give you the time of the day. Did that cut deep?
Yeah, cause then now shorty talking about, oh, you're not sending me a bag. I'm like, wait, niggas are sending you bags?
That's what they
just
say
to talk to you?
That's what they say now?
Yeah, like, yo, you're not getting my hair and nails done. Oh, so I'm not gonna entertain you. I'm like, wait, niggas is really happy. Niggas sending, like, literally niggas are sending them $300, $400 just for their time.
Oh wow.
Oh, best believe I'm finessing you niggas. Don't let me be a John. What? Niggas gonna have to put a hit out on me because I'm gonna be racking it up and I'm gonna invest it.
Oh wow, you gonna make money off of their money? That's smart.
What? Because these girls is gonna buy outfits and try to look good for the other girl instead of investing it and having your money up. So get your money up, not your funny up.
That's right. You go, bitch. Do your thing, ho. There you go.
Bad bitch alert. You feel me?
FREE, all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. The last one, Slick. This is what we've been talking about, how sex in general in this generation has been like elevated to new levels, bro. So I recently came across a video. So we talked about this before, like a popular restaurant before a couple people was having sex in it a couple episodes ago.
Oh, the steakhouse.
But recently, huh?
The steakhouse?
Yeah, the steakhouse. Now, niggas is having sex at bowling alleys, bro.
I saw that picture. I seen that.
And niggas is having sex at a party. So one of the homecomings, niggas was raw dogging a chick behind the bleachers in the party, bro. So I'm just so it's like sex in public. What's your thought?
Niggas is wilding. Not to say like if you in like this might not go well. Like, if it's like I don't know, like a nude beach or someplace where it's okay, or like, you know, you in a car somewhere away. Like, if you could do it in a safe way and it's not like in plain view of other people, like you want to be a little risque, bend over the bushes or something, like, okay. But like people is having full blown sex in front, like next to schools and parks and shit. Like, you got to be really, really careful with that shit. I'm not one for ending up on no registries. I'm not one for ending up in no real trouble. So like you try, if you think I'm gonna risk a nut, I'm gonna risk my career and my life over a nut. You out your fucking mind.
Bro, I have heard stories. So speaking of stories, I ain't gonna put my bands out there like that, but apparently him and his shorty at the time was waiting on the train to come so they can go wherever they was going. And apparently, in certain train stations they have stuff like that, metal box, right?
Uh-huh.
So shorty was sitting on the metal box. My nigga got to meowing the cat, bro, out in public, bro, and late at night, just eating it on top of it. I'm just like, that. First of all, that's just disgusting, my nigga. Like the NYC train stations are not someplace you want to do anything freaky to begin with.
Yeah, nah, I'm thinking about it now. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I might sit on my lap while I got a Woody or something, but that's not happening.
Like, but I mean, sex in public, I don't know. I'm half and half on it. I like the, you know me, I'm a thrill seeker. I like the adrenaline, but there's some places, bro, like y'all niggas could literally wait until y'all get into a car or a bathroom or something, bro. Like at a bowling alley, like y'all have to give it up at a bowling alley. Like I never bowled a strike and was like, yeah, let me get my dick wet.
Yeah. I'm talking shit. I'm about to say I'm trying to get it wet, so I'm trying to make you wet so we can go home and go do what we got to do. I'm not trying to do it right there.
Like, yo, pull your dick out. like a shorty came to me with that. I don't know. I still might do it because, I'm me, but I don't know if I want to initiate it though.
Yeah,
you feel me?
I'm not built. You ask any girl I've been with, any of that adventurous shit, I'm cool with it once we safe. But yeah,
and then I'm on to you hiking bitches too. I'm on to you. I'm on to y'all. Y'all niggas be doing them hiking bitches and be fucking them bitches up in the hikes, up in those mountains. I'm on to y'all.
So niggas is outside just fucking on the trail.
Yeah, on the trail. I'm on to y'all. Y'all not low. Y'all out here thinking y'all really trying to be in tune with nature, and y'all over here putting pussy juices on rocks out here. Y'all ain't low.
You are. I think that's a great place to end it.
All right, please follow us on all social media. This might not go well. If you have any branding deals, business opportunities, please email us at thismightnotgo@gmail.com. I'm the host with the most, B-Breeze, aka Poppy Size Zone.
It's your boy Slick Grayson. Y'all be great. We'll see y'all next week.
To cow.
Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it, one take. We not even doing it again. Keep that, that's the one.